Hey guys, how's it going? I'm checking out a game called Dear Esther. I actually mentioned this in my last video, so if you haven't seen that, go back and check that out. So, this game is pretty non-traditional as far as what you do in the game, so you don't really interact with a lot of objects. Really, as you can see on the screen, I turned on the, what's this called again? Jeez. Captions, I guess. So, basically, a guy kind of tells a story or reads a letter in segments as you approach different locations in this on this island. So why I decided to try this out on a video is just because I think it has a very calming visual to effect to me anyways. So yeah, I turned all the audio off. I thought I personally think the audio is very relaxing, but some of you might not like music or weather sounds, so I'm pretty much all you get for this, so hopefully you enjoy. By the way, I realize some of this may seem kind of spooky looking, but I promise nothing jumps out at all in the whole game. So if I do start to go towards a dark corner or something, don't worry, I've played through this several times already, so I'm just doing this so if you're watching and you're curious how we can check it out. So don't worry at all, there's nothing scary or no jump scares or anything. There is a dirty toilet, however, so that's really fun. And lack of privacy. Where's the door on this bathroom? Oh, here it is. So I wanted to say thank you to the people who subscribed from my last video. That was really surprising. I've had several YouTube channels, and this channel has picked up the most views and subscribers the fastest so far. So that's pretty exciting. All right, so you start off out there on the dock, and this is the first building you see. It's pretty messed up, and throughout the island we'll see these different sort of molecule, glow-in-the-dark, sketchy kind of things. So that's a thing to look out for. I don't know if these actually mean anything at all, but if you're good at that stuff, maybe leave in the comments below if you've deciphered anything. So let's move forward. So like I said, I'm not necessarily going to try to finish the game or anything. I'm just kind of talking over it and using it as something to talk about. So we have a couple paths we can take. This is pretty typical throughout the game as well. You come in a fork in the road, and this will sometimes dictate what the storyteller has to say. So, like I said, I left the captions on. If you guys choose to pay attention to the screen, although I know a lot of people tend to just listen to the audio with these types of videos, so no worries. Just keep on listening. And there's some more story. Here's a little nook we can check out. Let's see if there's anything in here. Hopefully the dialogue stays on the screen long enough for you guys to read. Okay, this way is blocked, so we have to turn around. That happens every once in a while. So, yeah, yeah, this game started off as a mod of another game, actually, and they decided to fully remake it. So this is a fairly, well, I guess it's not that old. It was released, this version, in 2012. So for some background, I wonder if we can just shoot down here or if we'll get hurt. It looks like we're fine. So let's just take a stroll down the beach, and yeah, this is one of my favorite looking games by far. It's extremely peaceful, and if you are into video games, or even not into video games but would like to just experience this for yourself, I would highly recommend it for those who are, into the, calming aspect of it. Like I mentioned, nothing scary happens the entire time. So, regardless of how spooky it looks, we'll be fine. And it has some replay value. You can play it several times and get a slightly different story, so it's semi-randomized. I was trying to figure out some other kinds of videos to do, and I'm really not sure what I can do at this point. I don't have a very good camera, so I'm not sure if I'll do anything with that or not. So hopefully you guys are okay with the video games and me just talking over them for now. I do have a paper towel over the keyboard again as well, so hopefully you can't hear that too much. And from what I could tell from the last video, there was little to no background noise, even though my computer is actually pretty close to me and it's fairly loud in my opinion. So yeah, we're just strolling along here. There's I can't remember if the next chapter is my favorite or if it's the part after that. Or maybe I went the wrong way. It's really, they kind of trick you into exploring more because some of these paths will go straight for a while and then they'll suddenly turn back up a hill, so I don't really see a way to get across this, so we must have missed a path. It has been a while since I played, so... But like I said, this isn't necessarily about the game. This is mostly something to talk over and to talk about. Oh, here we go. Here's a nice sketch in the sand. I think it's called the Fibonacci sequence, or golden ratio. So, that's fun. Man, I really hope we don't have to turn back around again. I'm not in a hurry to advance, but I know some people do tend to get frustrated with watching people play video games, so the goal here is just to be relaxing. Yep, this is exactly what I just talked about, how it'll give you a path and then kind of hide a sort of back way up. So they wanted us to go that way the whole time and then get stuck and walk back. And I really do think that this game is really just made to be admired because there's so much to look at, and this part here is actually possibly the least impressive of the entire game. So if you guys do like this, I'll keep playing it because I really enjoy the visuals. So, oh yeah, this is where we left off before, where I had to go down. So that makes sense. So now we're just going back up the hill, and we'll just keep walking along. Gosh, I wish I would have checked before I started recording. I feel like I might have an extra copy of this game that I could give away if anybody was interested, but I can't promise that I do, so if you are okay with possibly being disappointed and you want this game, I might have one extra copy. So I'll just leave a comment and I'll see if I can get that to you. I've bought, I don't know, maybe like 5 copies of this game to give away because I like it so much. And it's not really, this is not a game that you play, it's really a game that you experience. So if you're not into, like, well, pretty much exactly what you see, then you are not going to enjoy playing this. But if I happen to go by something a little too fast that you wish you could have explored more, then it's definitely worth getting because there's a lot to look at. It's even though this isn't the newest game, and I think this is maybe this is technically an indie game. I'm not entirely sure. Don't quote me on that. It is one of the best looking games, and it's just crazy to think in possibly a few years I could look at this and just, I don't know, not think anything of it. But right now, I know this game doesn't look the best, but it's just one of my favorite looking games overall. It's really, really nice looking. So I have not been reading the story at all, but hopefully if you have, this is me talking over and isn't too distracting. I guess I could have turned off the captions, but I decided for those of you who are really curious what this game was about, that would be the best way to go about it. So maybe you'll watch it twice and not listen to me the second time. I guess we'll find out. So now I can see there's a shipwreck in the distance. There's just really like, it's just very visual storytelling in this. The way that they have you go too far and then turn back, and then they make you find all these abandoned buildings and structures, and there's a cool lighthouse over there. And I'm gonna cross over here. I'm not sure if I need to go in the cave or if I need to go back that way. I cannot remember. And like I said, they did design this to kind of trick you into exploring further, so I'm pretty sure this is the way I'm supposed to go actually now that I think about it. And if that is the way I'm supposed to go, I think the next part is my favorite part. So I'm going to extend this a little bit and we can explore the side here, see if there's anything to see. I apologize if you can hear me swallowing every once in a while. I'm really not used to talking so quietly, and it's just hard to not swallow. It's a reflex. So let's see how far I can get up this way. We're just following a stream and a fence. I can get through here. And if I'm right, we'll get blocked off here eventually and be forced to turn back so we can go through the cave. Or maybe this is the way we were supposed to go the whole time. I guess luckily it has been long enough to where I can barely remember. But I do remember what each part looks like. I just can't remember in which order you're supposed to do them. But yeah, if you notice the glowing lights in the cave and you were interested in that, then you're really going to like the way the cave section looks. There's a whole portion where we get to walk through that and see all the formations and stuff. It's really cool looking. It has really good lighting. Sort of a Stonehenge looking thing. And here's another one of those molecule sketch things. there's a lot of details in here. Like, even though I've played it so many times, I'm sure I've missed a ton of stuff. And just to see, like, how far you can go, even if maybe we're not supposed to go this way. It's just crazy that they would do it that. Okay, I'm sure if we drop down, we will, I guess, die. We'll be forced to start somewhere else, so I'm going to not plunge to our death. How about that? Yeah, I feel like, maybe I could have walked in that cave a little bit and looked around before I walked this way, but it's so far back. So, we're gonna just press on this way. And I know that this game is divided into 4 chapters, I think. So, I'm gonna go ahead and stop the video when we get to the cut, which should be pretty soon here if I'm remembering correctly. It should be right after a small drop down this path. I think I actually see it right here, so thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate any comments or subscriptions or anything, so be sure to check back for more. Be sure to subscribe, like, and comment, and thanks a lot for watching, guys. Let's see if this is where we end it. Yep. Alright, I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.